So, we're going to be taking a look at Pretty's Frog in this one, also known as Doge. Let's see. What's he going to start out with? The Doge. There we go. So he's going to start off with Dash. And NATO, I guess he didn't pick up all the coins he needed to right out of the gate. So that's both the base abilities right out of the gate. That's a pretty solid way to start off Frog. I've said that before. It allows Frog to be able to lane clear fairly well with the NATO and then dash really well as well. Oh, lots of damage coming out already. Well played by the Sentry, putting out a nice early black hole. And Froggy is NATO doing a lot of work there. So putting out 1, 2, 3, almost 4 ticks. That's 45, almost 60 damage right out of the gate. Another really good use of NATO. Wow, okay, so moving around the map, putting out a lot of harassment. This is a really strong Froggy G right now. Picking up a bunch of kills in places where you wouldn't normally be able to find them without having a Frog. Lots of blaster damage coming out. Bam, bam. Got some gold coins. Could have gotten that gold coin too and not taking too much damage in return. So what's everyone currently sitting on? Currently, he is sitting on 180, on 190 something solar. So, Cream's doing well, farming away. Despite the fact that he doesn't have solar tree or anything. Oh, dashes through the snipe, but ends up taking a lot of tower damage. That wasn't worth it at all. In fact, I would have just ducked down and saved the dash for another thing. But the dashing into towers is always risky, unless if you have Arbe and you're prepared to use it to get out. So we're going to pick up 15 solar there because the Genji did not last hit. Good use of cover there to avoid the snipe, which is important for Frog. Since you have the mobility to use cover to your advantage, you have to. You have the lowest HP pool in the game, so takes a bunch of damage from the turret. Nothing else though. This Raylan's just going to go ahead and keep pushing down there. Frog doing a good job of going down there, going down to the bottom lane. Dash doesn't quite connect. Is there going to be a NATO? Yes, there is. It's going to land about 1, maybe 2 ticks tops. So not exactly his best NATO of this game, but he'll be fine. So he's just sitting in the bush. The red team knows he's in the bush though, so he goes down here. Nice use of Dash that time to be able to stop the snipe from hurting his creep wave, and then he used his NATO to be able to kill off the Raylan. So that was a really good pick off right there. So, as mentioned before, going for that kind of stuff early for Dash NATO early game allows for a lot of power, and goes straight into dash damage. So it doesn't even really need boots apparently. Just feels like, you know what, I'm gonna just do as much damage as possible. I really like going for the plus 15 damage upgrade on. Oh, almost dies. You need to be careful, bud. That was really risky. But I really like going for the 15 damage upgrade over the Hammer Pants, just because it allows you to dash into more situations and do that extra damage. So, trying to coordinate a solar boss kill here. Okay. This is not something that I normally see happen in any games ever. But here it goes. Solar boss gets picked off. The Yuri's a bit hurt, but everybody's 20 solar richer, so I don't think he'll complain. Goes down here, dashes through the Genji to hit the creep wave. Again, reason to pick that over Hammer Pants. Picks up the 5 solar, thank you. Just gonna bounce back upstairs, do a dash. He's gonna end up dying to the turret. So once again, reasons not to dash under turrets. That's the reason. They hurt a lot. Unless you have Arbe, just try not to dash into turrets. It's a needless risk you don't need to take. So now the red team is actually going to be pushing a little bit. They're going to deal a little bit of damage to be able to equalize this, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Right now the solar advantage is equal, actually. Never mind. I take that back. That is going to be enough. It's going to be something to really equalize the playing field, because it's a decent amount of damage on the top, and it's just starting. Holy crap. That tower went down and leaps and bounds. Dash comes out. It's going to hit the Lone Star just at the tip. And really good dash. That might have been a little bit early, but he knew he needed to dash right there and then if he wanted to catch the Lone Star into the black hole. That dash is a little bit misplaced. He expected the Raylan to jump, and he gets picked off. So that was unfortunate. When the dash failed, he decided to go backwards, and I guess that the platform wasn't in the right position. Actually, I want to check that. Where was that platform? Let's go back 15 seconds. So dash didn't quite hit. NATO's around in here, takes a needless risk, and gets caught out by the Genji. So yeah, he was kind of stuck. He missed his dash and didn't immediately run back because he you know, he thought he could get a kill with his NATO, and it just was not the fact. Too risky, too Doge. Yeah, at least he's realizing it. That's important. But he's got 3 kills, so he can't be too upset. Now, what's he gonna pick up? Gonna pick up 1 rank in tweeters. Okay, so 1 rank in tweeters. That's an interesting amount of damage, and he's so far been able to land almost every tick of NATO damage. So I can see why he's going for. Oh! What was that Lone Star thinking? He runs right into the mines, and then just the dash finished him off. So yeah, those tweeters aren't gonna hit. He's gonna pick up those coins next to the base. Gonna walk behind them and dash them. Does not dash them to get the last hit though. Gonna do some NATO damage, but it's not gonna do anything in the long run. Dashes into the turret and then jumps away. What was that gonna accomplish? I mean, it sent the Yuri home, I guess. So that's something, but... Alright, so some damage coming out here. The top tower takes a decent amount of harassment. Frog's gonna go back down here. He's gonna NATO, and nicely done! Really good use of an opportunity there. Like, that's what Frog does. He sees an opportunity, and he takes it. And that was not a dumb opportunity. That was a good one. So, back to the solar boss, he's going to just do it. He might die in the process if he's not careful. Hence. That was funny. But even if he dies, solar boss gets taken out. He went in a little bit early despite his HP pool. So, yeah, with Frog, it's a little bit risky to take out the solar boss early. You have to play it really safe. Sentry doing some work here, and okay, Pretty picks up, Doge, sorry, picks up another rank of tweeters. So Frog's gonna go in, and Frog's gonna dash, not gonna connect with the dash though. Tries to bounce off the bottom to head back up top. Doesn't find the health pack he's looking for, so he goes back and picks up that one, that's fine. Dash, deals some damage there, picks up the coins. Well played, he could have picked up that one though. But he goes down here instead because he sees kills! He sees kills and he sees them well. Does he actually land the damage on that railing? No, he didn't. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was bad. Okay, anyway. So, right now, 6-7. This is a close game. And yeah, it's cool. Should have waited for you guys. So it looks like Doge is picking up on a lot of his mistakes as he does them. Which is good. You know, self-reflection is important. As it stands... he's only got 100 solar. He's got a total of 1100, so he's currently leading the pack. But he's died a couple of times, so as a result, his solar is not as high as it should be or could be. I think that picking up boots at this point would have been useful to save him in at least 2 of those situations that he died, but can't say that I've noticed anything in particular that he needs, other than, you know, don't go in on bad situations. So this Genji ended up taking a lot of damage. That would have been the opportunity to be able to try to dash in. This is a bad opportunity to try to dash in. Like this is the part where you say, no, I don't want any. Oh, dashes, hits the Platte Kid, but it's not going to be enough because he knows that even if he NATOs, he might die first. So he backs out. That's good. Just playing it safe. Oh! 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 Nice kill. It's just a shame that Yuri does not know that laser picks up coins. Yuri, pew pew your laser, please. See, even he noticed. Oh, this is hilarious. Everything I say gets said a second or two later. Alright, so he picks up a couple of coins. He's going to pick up that coin. Please tell me that he picks up that 5 slot. No, he gives it to Raylan. So Raylan gets 5 solar that she shouldn't have. Whatever, no big deal. Pew pew. Where is Rascal? Oh, Rascal's down here. And by Rascal, I mean pretty well. I'm smart. So, Frog's going to sit there and type. It doesn't quite dash that. That's fine. Doesn't... Oh! Goes the other way around. Actually, that's a really smart move. When you know that you can't dash in and survive, try NATOing in and then dashing out. Oh, this is one of those times where dash in, NATO after. Almost ends up killing Platikid, but Platikid is going to end up getting away because she goes down instead of up into Froggy's loving embrace. So, yeah, that was well played. Dash through the Genji, get some damage down. He's trying to tell Sentry, go pick it up! I mean, he's not going to end up picking it up, that's fine. Okay, so Frog, unfortunately, gets picked off by a cocoon, so he's not going to be able to make anything happen there. He's not even going to contest it, though. This is going to be a little bit of damage on this bottom tower if no one comes in to help save this. Like, Genji's actually going to make some work happen. Oh, speaking of people coming in to make some work happen. Doesn't quite land the tweeters, but, you know, almost gets a kill. Frog's going to go down here. Now what are you going to do? Type. Yeah, you're going to type some more. Alright, still typing. Lone Star eating a mine for his friend. I'd eat a mine for you. I don't even know how that song goes. Oh, boom! Hey, Platin Kid, how's it going? And it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. Oh, wait, it might be. At the rate that was going, that almost looked like it was. It wasn't quite enough, though. Black Hole's going to come out. Snipe's going to get snapshot. It's going to hit Corvus. In the meantime, Pretty doing a good job going down here and putting some pressure on that tower while the rest of the red team was upstairs kind of dealing with the rest of his team. So, like, Frog is an opportunist, and Doge is doing a good job of jumping around and making sure that he gets those opportunities in full. Like, he's just doing what he can. Mine's going to end up killing that Genji. Oh, dash into NATO, but it's not enough because of time. So that's going to be enough. Frog's just going to head back and try to get some farm, try to push these creeps off. Unfortunately, his base HP is so low. It takes so long to push creeps off. That Lone Star just kind of sitting there taking lasers, and then all of a sudden, hey, monkey, fuck off! Throw some dynamite in his face. And Raylan happening upon some unfortunate lines. So now Pretty has some ranks in Hammer Pants. And then, just one rank? Yeah, just one rank in Hammer Pants and one rank in Splash Dash. So I guess not feeling super confident in landing both ranks of Splash Dash. But, or maybe didn't have enough money for both. That's totally feasible too. So this bottom tower goes down. Pretty does a dash. Pretty tries to do some NATOs. The NATOs are enough. Landing a good NATO for the first time since, like I guess, 5 minutes. So that was, like, it's hard to land NATO ticks, especially when people get used to jumping them and everything. They require a fair amount of prediction, so. Oh, boom! Lots of damage coming out on Platin Kid. Oh, you need to get out of there. Right now. You're in a bad spot, sir. But he's fast, and he has boots now? Yeah, he got boots. Last time he picked up Hammer Pants, so. He's not going to have a better time at this. And are they going to be able to burst down this guy fast enough? The answer is yes. And he manages to pick up the Solar Boss kill, so he gets the HP out of it. So that worked out nicely. Their team now has another 20 Solar on top of that. So they've gotten a total of 60 Solar across each character. So that's 180 Solar extra this game, just off of killing those Solar Bosses. So that's really good that he's telling his team to do this and organizing his team in such a way that they can actually do this. Corvus gets pinned and instantly murdered for it. Cream seeing red, I guess, and trying to, like, Doge trying to get a revenge kill, but just, you know, there's nothing there, so yeah, couldn't do much. That's a fact. Okay, Yuri's running for his life. Doge trying to find a kill on a Blessing Genji? I don't think so. So he just dashes through him instead. Alright, well, lots of push happening here on the bottom tower. And that's kind of the name of the game for this red team. They have access to Genji's flyers. They have access to a lot of stuff. Black Hole coming out isn't gonna be enough. It's gonna kill the Genji in the end of the day. At the end of the day, Snipe coming out, gonna deal some damage to our Frog here, but Frog is gonna end up dying to a face smite. Oh, that was so close. If only he had a protective upgrade on the Frog, he would have been okay. And I think that's really important actually on Frog. Like right now, instead of going for a dash upgrade at all, he should definitely be aiming for either the HP shield. Ooh, yeah, just don't go down the middle in this level with Yuri around. But he definitely needs to pick up a survivability item on NATO, because NATO leaves him really exposed. Although he's doing a lot of damage, he's really exposed during that. Yuri's gonna end up picking up that tower kill, so that's really good. Froggy coming in. Froggy gonna find a kill, maybe, possibly. Boom! NATO. Not gonna land the second part of the tweeters though. That's the problem with tweeters, is that it's just you have to land that last tick, and the last tick is the hardest. Like, it's a very high risk, high reward item. He's gonna just jump away using cover and vision, a lack of vision, sorry, to kind of make sure that he gets away safely. Comes down, nice dash. Boom goes the dynamite. Tweeter's actually ending up landing. So really well played by Doge here. Doge going in for the dash is not quite enough, but that Super Droid ends up getting the body block. So, you know, MVP Super Droid right there. Gonna end up killing off the Raylan with the help of Yuri's mines. So, look at that fat robot, though. Seriously, that could not have been a better placement for that fat robot to be. Lots of damage coming out, so it's a 3v1 advantage for now, and Frog knows it. He's going in, so is the rest of his team. They're doing what they can. This Yuri is just mining up the middle, though. Like, he could be doing more important things than that, but he's not. So, what's Froggy currently sitting on in terms of solar? 210. It's not a lot. It's something, but it's not a lot. Okay, and he's just going to do the solar boss by himself? Yeah, he is. He can do this by himself now fairly well. It's not too difficult for him. Solar boss is at low HP. You can tell because he was flashing gold for a second there. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, what's going on over here? Gonna clear out a creep wave. Okay. Oh, hey! Raylan's gonna get chased a little bit, but slow NATO is just not enough to catch up with fast Raylan. Frog's gonna go up here. He's gonna try to annoy these people, but there's not much you can really do as a Frog up there, so he's gonna head back down here instead. I'm not sure. I think he could have annoyed more people up here. I think he could have done a little bit more like dash through them and just distracted them long enough that they didn't try to go after creep wave, because now this creep wave is at the tower and it's taken almost a quarter of its HP and damage. Frog's gonna go down here, chase down this Lone Star, annoy him, and toss him away. Just gonna get him away from the fight. That's fine. Oh, is there blood? There's no blood in this water. No, Raylan's gonna get away just fine. Hammer Pants being the only thing to really connect there. Oh, this Lone Star might go down though. If there's a good twisted tweeters or a dash. Boom. That's the end of that. Now I'm looking at this. Oh, that Lone Star just getting out of the way in time. So right now, playing really well. He's currently sitting at 9 and 5, so that's not ideal, but he's positive, and that's all that really matters. If you're positive, then hey, you know what? You're doing pretty well for yourself as a Frog. He's currently sitting on a total of 22,000 solar, which is the second highest on his team, which is higher than anyone else on their team. He ends up getting a good kill on the Genji, and gets out safely because the Lone Star didn't quite body block him properly. But that's fine. It's hard to body block a Frog sometimes. He's got so many options in terms of where he goes and how he does it, and sometimes he just dashes through you. So that's the end of that. Playing it safe, being an aggressive player here, just kind of taking it easy and waiting for an opportunity to present itself, which is fine. While he's standing there, though, he could be like running around collecting a couple of coins. I honestly feel like he could have done a little bit more there, but hey, down goes this dash. But yeah, the Bulls are just gonna push him away. Corvus is now in a bad spot. He's gonna take a snipe. Oh, but he's under the effects of his black hole shield, so that might be... No, it's not gonna be enough. He's gonna head up here. He's gonna take a mine, and the Raylan will be fine. Unless if Cream gets a dash! No, it's not quite enough. Doge almost picking up on the opportunity there, but it's not quite enough. He's gonna head home. He's gonna pick up Thornfish and damage. So, items-wise, he's got both ranks in Hammer Pants. He's got ranks in Regen. And now he's going for his left click, which is fine. Like, he could use a little bit more left click. Okay, so do it. Some people do well with Thornfish. I'm personally not one of those people. The thing is, once you have Thornfish, going for attack speed I find is a slightly better upgrade. So I'm a little disappointed that he decided to go for the damage first. He could have gotten almost 2 ranks, I think, in the speed, and that would have been a lot more DPS, which is exactly why you go for Thornfish. All right. I smell a dash. No, it's a NATO first. The tweeter's not going to hit anybody. Frog's going to be able to get out of there fairly safely. This Lone Star's in a bad spot, though. Chase. Dash through the bowl. Tweeters are going to land. Thornfish coming out. Lots of damage. I like how he timed his left clicks. Like, he didn't spam it. The one reason why you don't want to spam left click when chasing is because... You know what? You slow down when you left click. So when you're just like click, 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 and landing it every time, that'll end up being as much damage, if not more of it, because you're actually able to chase a little bit better. You don't want to just spam left click unless if you're a melee character. If you're a melee character, you don't slow down while punching or slashing or whatever. So go ahead, go nuts. But when you're a ranged character, you definitely don't want to be continuously attacking and shooting while you're chasing someone, unless if you're drastically faster than them. Oh, here's an opportunity. Dashes in. He doesn't end up stealing it, though. So close to a steal. That was a really good try by Frog, though. Like, Frog is one of those characters that you have to watch out for, especially late game when it comes to solar boss kills. Alright, so everyone's just kind of sitting around, doing stuff, waiting for it. Dash coming out. It's going to tweeter, maybe? No, not quite, but that black hole's going to be enough that he should die. So, won't start going down. He dashes... Dashing the turret is still my least favorite thing to do. I guess in this case, he had enough time to do it, so that's fine. But, yeah. Yeah, not my favorite. I don't typically like doing that. Now, Frog's defending down here. He's doing some... Oh! Lands the tweeters! Really well done! Good pick-off. They're kind of leaving the droids there, but they're picking off these ones, so the turret should be fine. They should be going upstairs right now to abuse the fact that they have a 3v1 advantage for the next few seconds. Lots of damage coming out. Dashes the turret. Puts himself in a bit of a risky spot, but Corvus is in an even riskier spot. He almost gets picked off. If only there was a snipe. So, Cream's going to go down here. He's going to help push down here. Now, he has to be careful. If the red team wraps around, they could probably easily kill him. Like, Frog is not exactly hard to kill if you catch him in a bad spot. Oh, that bull was wasted. That Frog is just going to be able to walk all over that base now. Black hole coming out. Not enough to kill the rail-in. And instead of pressuring the base, he's going to go back and help his friends, which I think is a wise idea. Tweeter's not going to land on anybody. That bull's going to push him away from the fight. He's going to try to get some left-click damage on this guy and kill him. He succeeds. Really well done, but now there's a Genji still around. And, no, he's going to head back to base. So now they have a 2v1 advantage. They need to go ahead and abuse this. The safest way to abuse it is to try to take out this top turret, because this gives Frog, especially, a really good escape avenue whenever he's attacking the base. Now, he can go up or he can go down, and he can go both directions faster than anyone else. They're also going to take out both of the solar bosses. So, well played. They're going to get a bunch more solar. They're practically guaranteeing their game at this point, which is fine. And an even smarter idea than teleporting home, he saw what the bottom minimap looked like the bottom lane on the minimap looked like, and said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take out some stuff. So he's going to pick up 2 ranks in attack speed and then the last rank in damage. So that's perfectly viable. And a rank in pills. So, again, perfectly good way to go about things. He's got extreme late game survivability. He isn't using any solar items, so as a result he's able to do that fairly effectively. Sees this bottom lane, he's going to go ahead and pick it off. Well done. 5 gold. Yeah, there we go. Dash. Tweeters. It's not going to be quite enough to kill anybody, but it does land on the railing. So everybody is really badly hurt by that. Like, that was a really good dash into NATO. Does he have a speed on his thing yet? Yeah, he does have speed. He's had it for some time. I didn't notice that. But yeah, speed is important. I would get even 1 rank of speed on NATO before getting any ranks in tweeters, because it could be difficult to land tweeters. But you know what? I could be convinced otherwise, and this game might be the game to do it, because he did really well with those tweeters early game. Despite the fact that he couldn't catch up, it was a huge deterrent. Like, you don't want to be near those tweeters. Alright, so his team's over here. Is he going to be over here too? Yeah, he might sense an opportunity. He sees one, but he's not able to make good use of it because he gets caught in that time rift. So he's going to try to do some damage. Now, Frog is one of those characters that you can kind of go around and start harassing from the back really well. So we'll see whether or not he decides to do that. He's going to head home instead. Sentry's covering Yuri's escape here, which is a really good, wise move, so good job. RP Varela putting in a good little piece of information. It is true, Scree does not slow down while attacking to any visible degree where it matters. Oh wow, that Sentry should so be dead, he is. But in the meantime, they're putting in some decent damage on this turret. Alright, this could look bad in a second. He's going to dash out, Yuri's going to die instead. So now it's a 3v1 advantage for like the next almost 40 seconds. And Frog is terrible at defending. So what Frog is going to do instead is take out this solar boss. Why not? Okay, that works. So what Frog should be doing, probably, is trying to be a pain in the ass and either push into their base and force them to come back and do a base race, or do what he's doing right now. And I'm not sure which option would have been better. I think doing the base race at this point would have been better, because he can't do anything here. Like you guys notice, he's just jumping away. He's playing it really safe. And now that his team's here, he can do stuff. But it took a little while to get things up and rolling. Frog really low. Black hole gonna come out. It's gonna hurt this Raylan a pretty decent amount. But look at this base. This base is low enough that actually Froggy could have won it by now. But going for the guaranteed win, so that's all 3 of them dead. So now is the time to push. I think that he could have won it a little bit earlier or forced people to come back after their push, which would have been just as useful, I think. But you know what? Hindsight's not so good when the current way of doing things ended up in a team wipe. So hey, that worked out. So good job by Pretty. He did an excellent job of being an opportunist. Early game, he was a little bit too aggressive. He dashed into towers when he shouldn't have, when he wasn't strong enough to survive them. But he got a lot of kills, too. And there's something to be said for getting those early game kills despite the fact that you've died. So, really good job by Doge / Cream.